Hi and welcome to another episode of Under Sugarloaf TV. Today we're going to be talking to Dr. Mark Simpson about one of the family favourite pets, the dog. Well, welcome, and today we are talking to Dr. Mark Simpson, and today's topic is going to be about the all-time favourite pet around the home, the family dog. Mark, could you just start by telling us the most common question that you would be asked in relation to dogs?
For sure. We love seeing our dogs, and the most common thing that we get asked about them is what they eat and how it might upset their stomach. We definitely see lots and lots of dogs who get into food items that they shouldn't, and it can definitely make them sick in a variety of ways, very often giving them, a bit of a bellyache. They might even throw up and some diarrhea. That would be the most common sort of dog problem we see.
Yeah, I could well imagine with dogs who like to eat just about anything. Yeah. So, Mark, secondly, there are phases where people like different breeds of dogs at different stages through time. Could you just tell us currently what would you suggest is the most current or the most popular breed of dog?
Well, at the moment, it's almost overwhelming, the number of French bulldogs and pugs that we get to see, and the pug crosses. All those cute, squashed-in face dogs, they seem to be all the rage at the moment, John.
Okay, and in relation to those particular breeds, I know previously, like with Labradors and things, that they, end up with hip problems and things like that. Could you just tell our viewers what you would see as the most common problem that comes along with the current popular breed?
Well, it all has to do with their anatomy, and the anatomy of their face, because it's squashed in, it does make it, and the technical word for that's brachycephalic syndrome. It does mean that their airways are all scrunched up, and it's much harder for them to get air through. And some of the dogs that are severely affected might even need surgery to correct those anatomical faults and allow them to breathe normally. A lot of the dogs will have almost like a permanent asthma ticking over. But one of the things that's really important for these dogs, and something that people should be aware of at home, is that they are exceedingly prone to heat stroke. Because dogs pant to blow off heat, these dogs that are brachycephalic are very inefficient at that process, and so they pant furiously, generating a lot of body heat, but they only blow a very little bit of it off. And so if the weather is hot, particularly if it's humid, they very quickly can overheat and even get to the point of developing heat stroke, John, and that can be, we've definitely had dogs that have died from that process. So being conscious of the fact that they can't thermoregulate very well, particularly when it's hot, being aware that they're panting, making sure they've got a cool spot, maybe even access to air conditioning, definitely make sure their water has a little bit of ice in it, that maybe they've got a little pool they can dunk themselves in, that they've got a shady spot that they can cool down in. That's really, really important.
Well, thank you, Mark. That's been very informative, and I'm sure for a lot of people that are looking to buy a dog, that some of those things are important to consider when purchasing an animal, because of course it is a lifetime experience with an animal. So again, I thank you very much for the information today, and I hope the viewers have enjoyed the information.
Genuinely my pleasure.
Hope you enjoyed today's episode of Under Sugarloaf TV. Remember, if you have any videos, articles, news, or even if you want to go in the business directory, you can go directly to undersugarloaf.com and look for the Contribute tab, and you can enter your details there, or you can contact me by email at info@undersugarloaf.com. So for now, this is John Byrne signing off for another episode of Under Sugarloaf TV.